Breaking news. By now we may have all heard about the undocumented migrant who killed 3 Americans when he made an illegal U-turn in the middle of a Florida highway while driving a tractor-trailer. He had a commercial driver's license in Washington state and California, both sanctuary jurisdictions, although asylum seekers, because that's what he's calling himself, aren't permitted to get the CDL. After the crash, he was given an English language proficiency test by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration and answered only 2 of 12 questions correctly. When asked to identify highway signs and what they mean, he could identify just 1 of 4 signs. When he was pulled over for speeding in New Mexico, the state failed to conduct an English language proficiency test, which would have kept him off the road. The Washington state and California tests for the CDL aren't even administered in his native language, so it's unclear how he allegedly met the requirements. He came across the southern border into the U.S. illegally in 2018 and applied for asylum, alleging he was afraid for his life in his home country. He applied for work authorization during President Trump's first term and was denied. During Joe Biden's term as president, however, he was given work authorization. But as an asylum seeker or illegal migrant, he wasn't allowed to get a CDL. The U.S. Department of Transportation is investigating how he obtained CDLs in the sanctuary states of Washington and California. Folks have taken notice of the lack of concern on the individual's face when the minivan slammed into the side of the tractor-trailer and got pinned underneath. It's bizarre that he even made this type of U-turn, blocking all lanes on the highway. An American truck driver never would have made such a dangerous U-turn. Now, this individual clearly had never seen anything remotely resembling a U.S. highway in his third world country of origin. From the Biden administration opening up the border and then to every sanctuary state that passed this guy along, although he couldn't read the English language, let alone read highway signs, every failure that occurred could have been avoided if the Biden administration and sanctuary states had just complied with the rules. But the Democratic Party of Open Borders believes they're above rules. They think they know better than the rules. Well, what did they say now? We know that they want to bring down America. Why else would they be bringing criminal, illegal aliens into the country? And why would they be objecting to the National Guard when brought in to quell riots in sanctuary cities where drug trafficking, human trafficking, criminal, illegal migrants set fire to cars, smash and grab the expensive loot, and wave the flags of their fathers? Thankfully, the U.S. State Department just revoked 6,000 visas for foreign students because of their criminal actions and support for terrorism, including support for Hamas. Now, how stupid does a person have to be to support Hamas? Let's not forget how the Iranian Revolution got started. A bunch of students in Tehran armed themselves, invaded the U.S. Embassy, and took American hostages. Earlier this year, the U.S. military, under our commander-in-chief, put an end to the Iranian Revolution with Operation Midnight Hammer, destroying nuclear weapons sites in Iran that were prohibited even by the International Atomic Energy Agency, which hasn't been friendly to the United States. But even the IAEA was like, hey, the Iranians are building nukes. The Iranians are hated by every other nation in the Middle East because they fund terror proxies. Iran was the biggest bully in the region. Not so big now. Next story. The local government in D.C., which lost control of violent crime, is a sanctuary jurisdiction. Now, D.C. votes overwhelmingly Democratic, so what can I say? They love crime. They love criminals. Now, there's no other way to explain it or understand it. So they're upset about the federal takeover of the DC police, the Metropolitan Police Department. And so now they're touting statistics, their own local government statistics, alleging that violent crime in DC is down 26% from last year. But that data is disputed. By whom? The local police union. The police union chairman has said the rank and file officers know crime hasn't fallen. Whether it's armed carjackings, stabbings, robberies, shootings, homicides, the police union welcomes federal agents and the National Guard. Their only concern is it might be just temporary. There are more than 800 vacancies for sworn police officers. The police union hopes the federal government understands that D.C. laws have destroyed the police department in D.C. When statistics are manipulated, the police can't advocate for the proper amount of resources, so it's a disservice to officers and mainly to victims. Now, recently, DC Police Commander Michael Pulliam was placed on leave and is under investigation for changing crime statistics to make it appear that violent crime has fallen. He's alleged to be going into police databases and changing felonies into misdemeanors to try to keep the numbers down. The DOJ is investigating as well because crime statistics are reported to the federal government. If the statistics have been manipulated, there could be federal indictments for making false reports. Now, since the federal crackdown on DC crime, there have been more than 450 arrests in just 1 week. And this is consistent with reporting that indicates many DC residents had quit reporting crimes anymore. They had given up on the local government. So that could throw off the statistics as well if crime victims stop reporting crimes. The DOJ has filed numerous lawsuits against sanctuary cities and states, and the legal argument is uncontroversial. Under the Supremacy Clause of the U.S. Constitution, federal laws are supreme over conflicting state and local laws. The U.S. Supreme Court will have to step in at some point if sanctuary mayors continue to obstruct the federal government. Federal indictments of those mayors are likely. So that's going full circle, really. When they stand up for criminals against their own government, they'll be judged to be criminals themselves. The company we keep is important. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.